Hi, it's Miss Rowe. I'm making a quick video on how to make a cat and mouse game in Scratch. Obviously, this is really basic beginner's game, which would be fantastic if you're at home and you've never really used Scratch before. I know a lot of the local schools start Scratch in primary school, and then obviously we carry it on in year 7, and then they move on to Python normally in year 8. So you might need a Word document open or just write in your exercise books. So keywords, this is what we're going to be using in the next few lessons. So you need to be able to know the words, move, play, loops, which is literally is used in all kinds of code. It just makes programs really short and quicker to write. So as we saw in the last video, we chose the cat, move 10 steps, he changes his costume and then says meow. So we put repeat 10 times around that, so we didn't have to keep clicking it. So it just makes it far shorter and a lot easier to write. So obviously instruction words like move and play are known as obviously keywords, because they obviously have a clear exact meaning in this computing language, which we'll be using today. Again, some of the other ones: syntax, if, repeat until, conditional, and coordinates. So syntax is the way you set out your code, which is known as syntax. So if a syntax goes wrong, the computer doesn't understand it. So you can't really go wrong with Scratch. That's why I'm starting you on this. So the blocks snap together, nice and easy. You'll be able to see if something doesn't work because of the way Scratch have designed the start blocks, and then they also have diamond-ended blocks as well, which we'll go through a bit later. Coordinates, you've all used coordinates in maths. So you'd basically define any point on the screen as the X is across and the Y is up and down. So it's you'll know by the X and Y axes, etc. in maths. You'll all know that. So conditionals. So conditionals obviously are if and repeat until. It tells the computer just to react a bit differently. So they're just known as conditional instructions. So it's just an instruction, a bit like if or repeat until, just to tell the computer to react a bit differently. Okay, I think we've gone over everything there. So let's start. So last video shows you obviously you can use the desktop version, or you go straight onto the website here. Uses the same blocks, so you shouldn't get confused. Sometimes there might be one or two missing, but you should be absolutely fine using either or. Okay, so this game of cat and mouse we're gonna make now just requires a new kind of loops. So it's repeat until, and what we'll do is we'll find that in the control menu. So repeat until, and this is what I was talking about here. There's only diamond ended blocks fit into this one, so you wouldn't be able to put this one into this one. It won't work, but you'll see that happen now. So repeat until, let's just take that, and then now we need something to put into there. So for this one we need to go into the sensing menu, and obviously this is fantastic when you're making the maze games, which there is one on my other video. Touching colour, if it's touching the maze that is blue, Obviously, it'll bounce on the walls. But again, I digress from the cat and mouse game. So, we're saying touching. Let's just go down a bit more. And that's a diamond shaped one. So we'll put that, has to go in there. You can see it fits perfect. We try there, doesn't do anything. But you can see it moving there. It responds. So, snaps together, nice and easy. So now we're going to use, from the last video, there was the point towards, move 10 steps, and then we changed the costume, if you remember. So, point towards, there we go. Move 10 steps. And then we're not going to add the meowing, because we saw in the last video how very annoying it can be when you're working on this for an hour. So let's just not put the meowing. If you want to do it at home, fantastic. But for this video, I'm just going to go straight onto looks. And we're going to choose next costume. So repeat until, touching the mouse point, it point towards the mouse pointer, move 10 steps, and then it changes to the next costume. So now I think we should say something on there. So well, let's put, obviously, out of the repeat until. We want it out of the loop, because if we put it in here, for example, it's going to keep saying, say hello for 2 seconds constantly, just like we looked at in the last video. So we'll take that away, add it to the end. So now it's going to look like he's walking, and then let's just change that bit. Caught you. And then you can add that as well. You can change that. It's entirely up to you how long you want it to show on the screen. So now we want to test it. So we can, obviously, we can set the event, which is the flag, for example. Let's just do that. And then click there. So that, as you can see, it flickers a little bit, obviously, depending on, let's just move that one. Obviously, like I said, if you do something wrong, don't worry about it. It all snaps together. So we'll just get rid of that one a second. And then so there you can see a little, we'll go back one. So let's go and press the space, then space. And then you can see now, if you keep moving your mouse, it's literally going to keep chasing it until he catches you. So there we go, we can try and get away as long as we can. It caught us. So that is the start of your cat and mouse game. Really simple coding. So when the space key is pressed, it repeats this code here. So we're pointing towards the mouse pointer. So this is the mouse pointer, the little cursor you can see on the screen. I'm moving now. Move 10 steps, next costume. Obviously we can add the sound in as well. So start sound, let's go to, we'll go on that one. He's going to keep saying meow though, just a heads up. You could even make your own. So let's just go to, yeah, we don't want that, do we? So, because obviously the one we've chosen, as you can see there, it was until done. Well, he's not going to be done, is he, for this one? So we'll leave that for now. So give this a go anyway. Press start space key, and you can see him running after it. He's caught me. Oh, shame. But you literally could spend ages trying to get away from the cat. But he will eventually catch you. So give it a little go. See if you can change the sprite. That's fun as well. So in the next video, I'll talk about how to change the sprite. Okay, good luck.